JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, witness number 2 tells court Blackman called his phone from prison as cops listened. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items. A second Crown witness in the trial of 33 people alleged to be members of the Klansman gang took the stand for the first time yesterday and testified that in 2018, while in the presence of detectives from the Criminal Investigations Branch, CIB, the alleged leader of the gang, Andre Blackman Brian, had called his cell phone from his jail cell. It was this event that convinced the detectives that seated before them was a potential witness who could help prosecute Brian and the gang. The witness who commanded the full attention of Brian and his co-accused, who had jeered the first witness while being cross-examined earlier, told the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston that on November 24, 2018, he left work between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. and visited the CIB headquarters in Kingston with information on the gang. However, he thought he was getting nowhere with cops who did not believe his story. When I arrived, I was greeted by Miss Jones of police. After I spoke to Miss Jones, I spoke to Mr. Hay, who told me was Assistant Commissioner. I also spoke to Mr. Bailey. First, they said they didn't believe what I was saying. They thought I was lying. I told them that I communicated with Blackman, and they said there was no way I could have communicated with Blackman because he's in a cell and has no access to any phone. After that, Blackman called my phone same time, the witness said, before beginning to explain how he became compelled to carry out the wishes of the alleged gang boss, whom he had met through a friend he referred to as Biggs. The witness said that, before meeting Brian, he had previously heard of the notorious Blackman and recalled telling him, "It is nice to meet you," to which Brian replied, "Everything good, man." Biggs asked me to pick up a friend for him, and I told him once him provide gas I would. In the evening, him come to me and say he want me to bring him go Mega Mart on Waterloo Road. I was driving my white Toyota Axio, my personal car. Biggs and I were in the car. We parked in the parking lot, and then he made a call. A few minutes after, a white Nissan Tiida pulled up next to my car, and Blackman came out and entered my car. He sat in the back seat. It was my first time seeing him. We headed to Spanish Town, but there was no introduction at the time. Blackman and Biggs were talking, and Biggs turned to me and said, "Adiji, this is Blackman." Blackman was laughing, and then he asked me to turn the AC off and wind down the window. The witness, who was testifying from a remote location, told the court. He said they arrived in Spanish Town, and Brian declared he wanted to freshen up before heading to Jones Avenue. He said that it was at his home in Lauriston that Brian, who had a backpack when he entered the vehicle, took a shower. Before he went into the bathroom, he went into the bag, and there was no underpants. He was cursing and saying if I that them put in the bag for him wears a top down. It was a jeans pants and a jersey in the bag. I gave him a brand new underwear and a marina. I also gave him a long sleeve button shirt. After them finished bathing, Biggs was on the veranda waiting, and they said we were ready, the witness said. Biggs said we were going to pick up 2 girls before we went to Jones Avenue. We picked up the 2 girls on Martin Street in Cold Ground. I brought them to Jones Avenue. There's a church on Jones Avenue, and a party was skipping across the road. I drank a 1 Guinness and then I moved, he told the court. The next encounter I had with Brian, he said, was the day after the party. He was making the same rounds, taking the Don from Spanish Town to Mega Mart, Brian's pick-up and drop-off spot. About a month or 2 after picking up and dropping off Brian, the witness said, he started receiving phone calls from Brian after Biggs gave Brian his phone number. The witness then gave an impression of him being trapped thereafter. The first time he called me every day after that. I started picking up food for him. He would send me to Constant Spring Subway when I'm leaving work. I would bring his food to Jones Avenue and give it to him because him not make people angle him food like that. He would ask me to go on the road to run a program. He would give me the description of a person and I must go out and ensure the person is there. I started to take him from Mega Mart to Jones Avenue or from Jones Avenue to Mega Mart. We got so close I stopped bringing him to Mega Mart. After a month or 2 I started to bring him straight home off Shortwood Road. He started to give me strict instructions that when I leave work in the evenings, he's not supposed to call me. He said I was supposed to be at his foot in the evenings, the witness said. The case comprises the largest number of accused to be tried together in one matter. It is being handled by 40 attorneys. The accused are being tried under the Criminal Justice Suppression of Criminal Organizations Amendment Act, commonly called the Anti-Gang Legislation. In JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.